Hello today and welcome. My name is Adele and today I will be telling you about Theodore Roosevelt, or Teddy Roosevelt as many have called him, the man who was one of the best leaders in the world. Teddy Roosevelt was the 26th President of the United States. He is well remembered for his energetic personality, his range of interests and achievements, his leadership of the progressive movement, his model of masculinity, and his cowboy image. Here's a story before the American War, before he ran for governor and his presidency. On a cold day, Theodore Roosevelt rode into the town of Minksville and went into a bar to buy a hot cup of coffee. As he ordered his drink, a drunken cowboy came up to him and pointed his six-shooter at him and tried to order him to buy a round for the bar. Instantly, Teddy smashed his nose in, knocking him out. In 1918, during the Spanish-American War, Colonel Theodore Roosevelt led an elite group of people called the Rough Riders. Under his leadership, the Rough Riders became famous for dual charges up Kettle Hill and San Juan Hill. Each charge resulted in victory. For his action, Roosevelt was nominated for the Medal of Honor, which was then disapproved. However, he was given the award in 2001. Better late than never, in this case a little over 100 years. On September 6, President McKinley was shot while at the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York. After his death, Vice President Roosevelt was sworn in and took office on September 14, 1901, becoming the 26th President of the United States. One of his first notable acts as president was to deliver a 20,000-word address to Congress asking them to curb the power of large corporations called trusts. He attacked the trust during his 2 terms, achieving the name Trust Buster. After his presidency, he went on an African safari where he hunted big game, such as elephants. He later returned to rerun for the presidency. He created the Progressive Party after his own party abandoned him for the incumbent President Taft. He did not win, however. Teddy Roosevelt was one of the best leaders in the world. He argued for personal liberties and strength. One of his sayings was, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." What this means is to define your goals, make a procedure, and follow it to the end. And after that, travel on battleships around the world to show the might of the United States. This is how he lived his life, and this is what made him a great leader. Now I shall leave you off with a clip that demonstrates how of a good leader he was, and how much he trusts the people of the United States.
The great fundamental issue now before our people can be stated briefly. It is, are the American people fit to govern themselves, to rule themselves, to control themselves? I believe they are. My opponents do not. I believe in the right of the people to rule. I believe that the majority of the plain people of the United States will, day in and day out, make fewer mistakes in governing themselves than any smaller class or body of men, no matter what their training, will make in trying to govern. I believe again that the American people are as a whole capable of self-control and of learning by their mistakes. Our opponents pay lip loyalty to this doctrine, but they show their real beliefs by the way in which they champion every device to make the nominal rule of the people a sham. I am not leading this fight as a matter of aesthetic pleasure. I am leading because somebody must lead, or else the fight would not be made at all.
It's a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you